Come and sit down by the campfire if you dare. As Camille, Gemma, Joanne, and Aggie as they tell the ghost stories of Maine. This is the Filipina Ghost Cousins, every week, only on Keith TV. And now the conclusion to the Allagash incident. Well, that was a beautiful wedding. I wonder when we will all be married. I wonder too, but now let's just get to the campsite and look for a UFO. It would be so cool if we could see one. I mean, how many people have ever seen one before?
Well, hopefully we only see one and not be abducted. I don't want to marry no space alien and have his kid. That would be gross.
This looks nice. We have a clear view of the river and the sky without any sky pollution. We got a perfect clear night. The way life should be. You can only find it here in Maine.
All we got to do now is sit here and wait for a UFO to come. I hope that we see one.
I guess while we are waiting, does anyone want to tell a scary story? I mean, like a good full-blown scary monster and super creepy type stuff that will keep us awake all night long? Aggie does all the research, she can go first.
Sure, no problem. I can tell you a story about a psycho, lunatic mad who went crazy on an island off the coast of Popham Beach. It's not long, but here it goes. Let me get the flashlight ready, and I'm ready. Off the foggy coast of Maine, 2.5 miles from the mouth of the Kennebec River, south of Georgetown and near Fort Popham lies Seguin Island. A lonely island who many people say is haunted by a woman who was murdered by her husband who went mad. Seguin Lighthouse is Maine's second oldest, which was approved by George Washington himself in 1795. The building holds the oldest Fresnel lens in the state. Though this lens, many ships have been saved by the foggy Maine shore. It was automated in the 1980s, but some say spirits of the dead remain. In the 1800s, a lighthouse keeper at Seguin lived with his wife. Life was boring on the isolated island, and the two only had each other for entertainment. The lighthouse keeper's wife soon fell into a deep depression, and in an attempt to raise his wife's spirits, the lighthouse keeper made special arrangements to have pianos shipped to the island, believing that all of their free time would be a great chance to learn music and provide each other with much-needed entertainment. She chose a song to learn and began practicing it over and over again, day and night, never ceasing. After a while, the keeper, to keep his sanity, suggested that she learn some new music. However, she did not take the hint, and continued playing the same song over and over and over again. Her husband, about ready to snap, again asked if she would like new sheet music shipped over from the mainland, but she declined and continuing to play the same monotonous song over and over day in and day out. After months of being subjected to the same song, the lighthouse keeper finally snapped and began chopping up the piano with an axe. Once the instrument was in splinters, he turned on his wife. Later, when the keeper snapped out of his fit of madness, he realized that he'd committed murder, and then killed himself. Even to this day, tourists who visit the isolated island have reported hearing the haunting sound of piano music drifting softly from the lighthouse, only to later discover that the building is empty. Many believe it is the ghost of the lighthouse keeper's wife who refused to leave the island until she has mastered playing the song, still playing her piano non-stop, day in and day out. Some have even claimed to have seen the specter of her husband walking across the island with an axe in his hand like the one you see behind you all.
That's not funny. I almost shat myself, if it weren't so funny. Well, it's getting late and I don't think we are going to see a UFO, so we may as well go to bed.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. I hope to see you next week.
Okay, everybody, that's a wrap.